This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. There's a lot of excitement in the air tonight. The Westin Hotel near the Bayfront in Sarasota held their grand opening celebration. Many believe this new hotel will give the area a nice economic boost. ABC7's Rick Adams joins us live from the Westin with more. Rick?
Yeah, Jacqueline, this is really a beautiful hotel, and it's sure to bring in a lot of money to the area. Many of the movers and shakers from the Sarasota area converged on the Westin Sarasota Wednesday night for a grand opening celebration, enjoying a first-rate experience at the 255-room luxury hotel. Lynn Bates with Visit Sarasota County says she's excited about having the Westin in Sarasota. She tells us a hotel of this caliber will bring in more people who will pour money into the local economy.
It brings new hotel rooms to the area, which means bringing more people that are going to be staying and spending time and going out to restaurants and attractions in the area, so it's a great opportunity for the destination.
In addition to the modern rooms with the stunning backdrops, guests had a chance to enjoy good food and music in the massive ballroom and the breathtaking views from the 19th floor rooftop lounge and restaurant. Westin Sarasota's general manager Doug Hope says this hotel is providing work to around 175 people, and that number will be bumped up to about 200 people during the season.
It's the service levels that we provide, and we've been so fortunate to have some of Sarasota's finest come join our team, and we couldn't be more delighted to have them on our team here.
Nancy Campbell was one of the people who was enjoying the festivities at the Westin. She just recently moved into the View, which is right next door. She's already been enjoying a lot of what the Westin has to offer.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's very nice. I've eaten at the restaurant like 4 times. Very good.
It took the Westin Sarasota more than 3 years to build, and it opened its doors at the end of July. Wednesday night's celebration was the official opening of the hotel. And we're being told there will be many more hotels opening in the Sarasota area in the coming months. Reporting live from Sarasota this evening, I'm Rick Adams. Jacqueline, back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Rick. The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office is investigating a suspected case of road rage that resulted in a shooting this afternoon. Deputies responded to Washington Boulevard just south of University Parkway for reports of a shooting. They believe 2 drivers were arguing when one fired a weapon at the other. The victim is recovering from non-life-threatening injuries this evening. The Manatee YMCA is collecting unopened medicine to send to hurricane victims in Cuba. They'll be accepting donations until next Tuesday, and they will be working closely with the YMCA in Cuba to distribute those medicines which are needed the most there. They're looking for ibuprofen, aspirin, multivitamins, antibiotics, and more. You can drop off those donations to the Welcome Center at any Manatee YMCA branch. Well, Uber will officially launch the Uber Eats app and website in Sarasota starting tonight at midnight. The coverage area includes downtown, Gulf Gate, Lakewood Ranch, Siesta Key, St. Armands, and many more areas. Customers will have access to menus of more than 50 restaurants, including Duval's Fresh Local Seafood, J-Pan, and Madison's. Delivery is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the Sarasota County Fire Department is making sure everybody is prepared for emergencies this Thanksgiving. The holiday is the #1 day for structure fires across the country. That's why firefighters hosted a turkey fryer demonstration today, showing what can go wrong when a fryer is not used correctly.
Most of the things that we want to teach people is be safe, have a safe area around the cooking utensils, that it's hot, it can get burned easily, but most important, do it correctly, and then we won't have a problem.
The department warns to always read the manufacturer's recommendations for your specific fryer before you start cooking. And remember to never fry indoors. Well, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Thanks, Jacqueline. I tell you, it's getting that close already. Time is moving fast, and boy, what a beautiful sunset we had tonight. Lots of photos sent in to pics@mysuncoast.com. We'll get to those in a little bit, but currently Right now, downtown Sarasota looking nice, 69 degrees. The dew point at 66. That humidity getting very high now at 90%. So pretty good chance we'll see that fog forming in the early morning hours on Thursday. It'll burn off rather quickly, though, and should see a very nice day. Temperatures currently into the upper 60s to low 70s. Near the coast, the Gulf water temperature now 75 degrees, Sebring at 74. And we had some mid-80s today in inland areas away from that sea breeze in places like Sebring and also Arcadia, Wauchula, Parrish, and Lakewood Ranch. Right around 86 degrees today. So again, it looks like a similar conditions anticipated tomorrow. Now the winds have all switched around to the northeast. Earlier today they were northwesterly as that sea breeze developed, but now they've all transitioned as they are expected to do so again tomorrow. Right now anywhere from 5 to 10 miles an hour out of the northeast, and it looks as though we will see temperatures a little bit cooler as we head into Friday as a weak frontal system gets close, but it fades away. Lows tonight will be a few degrees above average in the low to mid 60s, 66 in Venice, 64 in Osprey, Lakewood Ranch here at 64, and 67 in Bradenton now, 69 expected low at Longboat Key. More on your forecast for the weekend. Yet another weak cold front to move down through. Details on all that coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Bob. We'll check back in with you shortly. Shocking video has emerged of the small plane crash yesterday off of St. Petersburg that claimed the life of former Major League Baseball pitcher Roy Halladay. Video obtained by TMZ Sports shows Halladay's plane flying dozens of feet above the Gulf and then dipping to just feet above the water. Halladay bought the small sport plane less than a month ago. His death has been a huge blow to former teammates and the entire baseball community.
He's a workaholic. I mean, that's how he got to where he did in baseball. It was not from sitting around not doing anything. It was always working out, always lifting, always throwing.
A National Transportation Safety Board investigator says Halladay's plane experienced a high-energy impact with the water. She says both flight data recorders were recovered and the plane did not have a voice recorder. A death row inmate convicted of killing 2 people in Tampa in 1991 has been executed. Governor Scott's office says 53-year-old Patrick Hannon was pronounced dead at 8:50 tonight following an injection at Florida State Prison. Hannon was convicted of 2 counts of first-degree murder for the slayings of 2 roommates near the USF campus in 1991. Hannon's previous appeals were denied, and the U.S. Supreme Court denied his current request today as well. And a newly filed lawsuit contends that Governor Scott is failing to comply with a state law that requires him to fully disclose his finances. A Tallahassee attorney filed a lawsuit today against the multimillionaire governor, asking a judge to force him to reveal more information. Relying on stock records, the lawsuit alleges that Scott has broken the law because his financial disclosures do not include all of his holdings. Scott's latest filings listed his net worth at nearly $149 million. A higher education bill sponsored by State Senator Bill Galvano passed the Senate Appropriations Subcommittee today. The bill would expand the Bright Futures Academic Scholar Award to pay 100% of tuition and fees, and the Bright Future Medallion Scholar Award to pay 75% of tuition and fees. Galvano says he wants to help alleviate some of the financial burdens facing Florida students and their families. Well, stay with us. Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast. Plus, President Trump facing some troubling numbers in an exclusive new CNN poll. And new details show the gunman who opened fire on a Texas church was even more unstable and potentially dangerous than we originally knew.
That is a pretty good breakfast. You're not even eating.
Not hungry.
No? Why not? What's up?
Kath and I knew that Jenny'd been partying a bit. Found out she tried heroin.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
Take the trolley to Siesta Beach for the Crystal Classic Sand Sculpting Festival, November 10th through 13th. See master sand sculptors create works of art. It's family fun with hands-on kids activities, sand sculpting lessons, music, food, a party tent, and more. Visit SiestaKeyCrystalClassic.com.
I was always worried and scared. Mom was in pain. She wasn't going to get any better, and all the trips to the ER were painful for all of us. Then we called Tidewell Hospice, and everything changed. Now she has care in our home when she needs it, surrounded by family. We know we don't have much time left with Mom, but we decided to make the best out of that time. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC7 News app.
It's bigger and better. The Siesta Key Crystal Classic Sand Sculpting Festival, November 10th through 13th. 24 international artists create massive sand sculptures. Enjoy 4 days and 2 nights with live music, food, a party tent, and more. See siestakeycrystalclassic.com for details.
Bob, we're inching closer and closer to the end of the work week. How are we looking for the rest of the work week?
Well, I tell you, we got a lot going on too. Outdoors, obviously, we have the Crystal Classic taking place on the Siesta, which is always a huge event out there, and things are looking okay. Now, there's another front that's going to come down. It looks like it could bring us a chance for a few showers on Sunday. We'll get more to that in just a minute. But tonight, just an outstanding sunset tonight. I know Scott and Jacqueline kind of checked it out while I was doing the weather. As the sun was set, it was just absolutely gorgeous out there tonight. Get a look at the KC Key webcam in review, showing you that we had some flat, calm conditions out there for the most part, and then some high clouds moved in advance of this first weak front that's moving down and created just an outstanding picture that you see right there. So that's what we got going on, and then photos were sent in. Obviously, a lot of them I used some earlier in the 7 o'clock show. This one from North Siesta. I used to fish off that right there many times when I lived on Siesta. This is Bill Webb capturing that nice, great shot right there as the tide was out, and Cindy Desmond getting this reflectivity shot off the pond there nearby, and just some gorgeous colors in the sky as a result of that cirrus deck that moved on through. 69 degrees right now, the dew point 66, and winds are out of the east-northeast at 6. The pressure 30.03, that continues to rise, and the high today was 84. That above average, not close to the record though of 90, set back in 1987, and no rainfall to report today. For the month, we're dry, and so far, we're not expecting a lot of rainfall, as I mentioned, on Sunday with the next front, but temperatures currently in the low 70s right near the beaches. Holmes Beach at 73, 69 in the Meadows, 71 at Rosedale, 70 at Waterleaf, and temperature at 70 degrees at Longboat Key. Osprey now at 70, Southgate 70, Siesta Key the same. So pretty mild night tonight, and we're expecting temperatures to be a few degrees above average tomorrow. We'll see high temperatures warming in the low 80s near the beaches. We'll have mid 80s east of I-75. Now, there will be a little fog around in the morning. That fog will lift. We'll see a little bit more cloudiness around as a result of this weak front that is expected to dissipate as it makes its way down the state. And you'll see that in the future cast. Right now, that front well to the northwest of us, producing some showers over parts of the southeast United States. Tomorrow, it moves down into the panhandle of Florida by the afternoon. And you can see I mentioned some increase in cloudiness, but we're going to see some sunshine in the mix as well. And then the front gets all the way down into our area early Friday morning. Maybe a little bit cooler, but not much on Friday morning. We'll see a little bit cooler weather early next week, though, as another front moves in. It'll be a little stronger than this one, but not that strong. Well, it's still out there. There it is, the tropical storm arena, but it's going to get picked up by this front and carried off into the North Atlantic. And right now, the top winds are at 50 miles an hour, and it's moving to the north-northeast at 23. So still out there, still maintaining strength Pretty hard to believe that far north, the tropical system still existing, and it looks like it is going to move off to the northeast eventually. It gets absorbed with that cold front. Doesn't do a whole lot, but we'll keep an eye on it for you as far as Ireland goes. Now you can see we have some showers to the north of us now, and out west some rain activity moving on shore. Look at this huge area of low pressure that continues to funnel moisture into California now, into Oregon and Washington at this hour, where they are seeing some pretty heavy rainfall and some windy conditions. That Arctic air now over the northern plain states, this will spread mainly to the east. It's not going to drop south that much, so we're not looking for that to head down here anytime soon. And it looks like mainly the northeast will get the big cold outbreak over the next couple of weeks. For boaters tomorrow, northeast winds turn to the northwest at 5 to 10 knots. Seas will be 2 feet or less with a light chop. Now the winds and seas will pick up a little bit over the weekend. Water temperature now at 75 degrees. UV index will be an 11. And the forecast for beaches right around 80 degrees the high. The next low tide at 11:40 tomorrow morning. And then sunrise at 6:42. Mostly fair, patchy fog and warm. Low temperature 66 degrees. And for tomorrow, look for partly cloudy skies after the fog burns off, 83. And northeast winds at 5 to 10. The extended forecast is calling for nice weekend, although we'll see a chance for showers on Sunday with the front arriving, and then slightly cooler temperatures come Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday looks nice with a high of 75. Jacqueline?
All right, thank you, Bob. Looking forward to it. President Trump facing some troubling numbers in an exclusive new CNN poll just released. Exactly 1 year after his election victory, it shows a growing lack of confidence in the president and his ability to handle the most pressing issues facing our nation. CNN's Jim Acosta has more.
In Beijing, they were painting the town red as President Trump and China's President Xi Jinping took in the Chinese opera in the capital's Forbidden City, greeted by children saying, "We love you." But the Love Fest masked a critical task for the president to push China to do more to contain North Korea.
It is our responsibility and our duty to confront this danger together, because the longer we wait, the greater the danger grows, and the fewer the options become.
Before he landed in Beijing, Mr. Trump called for China's help as he delivered a stern warning to North Korea.
Do not underestimate us, and do not try us.
The president's speech to the South Korean Assembly, while heated, steered clear of his fire and fury taunts to Kim Jong-un earlier in the year.
The weapons you are acquiring are not making you safer. They are putting your regime in grave danger. Every step you take down this dark path increases the peril you face.
For months, the president has wagered he can secure China's support by dialing back his own rhetoric aimed at Chinese trade practices that he once described as devastating to his political base when he was a candidate.
We can't continue to allow China to rape our country, and that's what they're doing. It's the greatest theft in the history of the world.
The president is traveling across Asia as a weakened leader back home. The GOP was soundly defeated in elections across the U.S., including in the Virginia governor's race, where Republican Ed Gillespie was trounced. White House advisors blamed Gillespie for embracing Trumpism without Trump.
But I do think as well that there was a reluctance to have the president campaign in the state for him. And I think there's a lot of things the president could have added as far as bringing out a lot of his supporters to help support Ed.
Despite the bruising night, the president is taking a victory lap on the one-year anniversary of his surprising election win. Ignoring his loss in the popular vote, the president tweeted, "Congratulations to all of the deplorables and the millions of people who gave us a massive electoral college landslide victory." But a new CNN poll shows nearly 2/3 of Americans have lost confidence in the president since he took office, while nearly 7 in 10 believe other world leaders don't respect the president.
House Means and Ways Chairman Kevin Brady says all Americans will see tax cuts under the Republican tax plan. The measure estimated to exceed the $1.5 trillion deficit that has been budgeted for the next 10 years. The Senate is not allowed to pass any bill that goes over that budget with a simple majority vote. Brady promises to reduce taxes on all salaries, but that may not mean everyone will see cuts to their overall tax bills.
One thing joint tax made clear is that there is tax relief in every income bracket. And as we continue to work through the bill, as we continue to look at these provisions, at the end of the day, I'm confident we're going to have tax relief at every income level for many, many Americans.
One way House Republicans could lower the cost of the bill is by repealing Obamacare's individual mandate. Brady says that idea is under consideration. Now to the latest on that mass shooting in Texas that left 26 people dead, including an unborn child. Vice President Mike Pence and his wife visited survivors and met with local law enforcement today. He also joined in on a prayer vigil tonight. ABC's Maggie Ruley has the latest from Sutherland Springs, Texas.
Never alone. In the face of an unfathomable loss, the small community of Sutherland Springs, Texas stands side by side with Vice President Mike Pence in prayer.
No attack, no act of violence will ever break our spirit or diminish the faith of the American people.
The Vice President comforting the victims the same day we learned the names of all 26 lives lost inside this tiny church, many from the same family. One lost 3 generations that day. 9 of those who died were under the age of 16.
I want my daughter back. I want to see her walk through the door.
Now the Vice President is calling for justice.
We now know it was a crime that the assailant was ever able to purchase a firearm in the first place.
The shooter, an Air Force veteran, was convicted in a military court of violent domestic abuse, a charge that should have prevented him from buying his guns. But the Air Force has admitted it made a mistake and never passed this information along to the FBI.
There are enormous problems with the background check system.
Now there are concerns that other cases may also be slipping through the cracks.
The Air Force is moving aggressively to review why this error occurred. And that review will be completed in days, not weeks.
Then for the first time, we're hearing from investigators who watched a video of the shooting break out. They describe a grisly and graphic scene where for 7 minutes, the gunman methodically walked into every single pew, executing his victims. Officials say what shocked them most is that anyone inside that tiny church was able to survive. Maggie Ruley, ABC News, Sutherland Springs, Texas.
Well, sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Here is proof we made a show tonight.
Chris Stapleton proves that ugly people can still win awards.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our autumn upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
It's the holiday sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKX Sport Utility for $349 per month, or Lincoln's flagship, the 2017 Continental, for $449 per month. We have a great selection of certified pre-owned Lincolns. These vehicles have warranties up to 100,000 miles and come with complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury. Winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our autumn upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Now, sports.
The Buccaneers will host the New York Jets on Sunday without their starting quarterback. Jameis Winston is out for at least 2 games with a lingering shoulder injury. Today, Winston apologized for a sideline incident during last Sunday's loss to the Saints. Winston taunting a defensive player for the Saints, who then turns to confront him. A shoving match then ensues, and then receiver Mike Evans levels the New Orleans player, leading to a 1-game suspension for Evans. Winston knows he has to do better as the leader of this team.
Just something that I can't do, in the heat of the moment. Again, just my competitive nature. Obviously, I can't come off the field and make any gesture towards an opponent, let alone touch them. So I can't do that.
And the red-hot Boston Celtics hosting the Lakers tonight in the NBA. The Celtics looking for their 10th straight win. At the end of the first quarter, less than 3 seconds to go, the Celtics lead 30-16. Terry Rozier races the ball up the court, takes the 30-footer, and banks it home at the buzzer. The Celtics lead at 33-16 after 1 quarter. But early in the second, it's the same score. Off the pass, Marcus Smart dishes the rock for the scooping lay-in, falling to the ground. The Celtics extend that lead. They beat the Lakers tonight 107-96. Well, that's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's winning lotto numbers when we come back.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Enjoy fine wine, craft beer, and delicious foods, all while supporting a great cause at the 16th Annual Suncoast Food and Wine Festival presented by Publix, Saturday, November 11th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Sarasota Polo Club. Taste wines from around the world and sample cuisine from the area's finest restaurants. All proceeds benefit a variety of local charities and Rotary Club projects. For tickets and information, visit suncoastfoodandwinefest.com.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
Buy more, save more. Volume discounts on 4 or more windows.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC filter hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
The ABC7 First Alert Hurricane Guide. Download yours today.
The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Bob, I'm hoping for another great day tomorrow like we had today. It was pretty nice out.
Yeah, probably about 25 out of the 30 days in November are usually pretty nice.
Yeah.
And we're going to see that again tomorrow. A chance for some showers comes on Sunday, but that rain chance at 40%, so not all that high.
All right. Thank you, Bob. And thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.